Carbs are often blamed for weight gain. People say, stop carbs if you want to lose weight. But is that really true? What are carbohydrates? Why are they important? How many carbs should you eat daily? And what role do carbs play in obesity? Let's clear all the confusion, simply and honestly. Let's start with the basics. What exactly are carbohydrates? You've likely heard the term, often discussed in the context of diet and energy, but their role is fundamental to our well-being. Carbohydrates are one of the three main macronutrients our bodies need to thrive, the other two being protein and fat. They're called macronutrients because we need them in large, or macro, amounts every single day. While proteins are essential for building and repairing tissues, and fats are crucial for hormone production and long-term energy storage, carbohydrates hold a unique and immediate responsibility. Their primary job is to provide energy. Think of carbohydrates as the premium, high-octane fuel for your body's engine. While other nutrients can be converted into energy, carbs are the most efficient and readily available source, making them indispensable for powering you through your day. So, how does this process work? When you consume foods containing carbohydrates, like bread, pasta, fruits, or vegetables, your digestive system gets to work, breaking them down into their simplest form, a sugar called glucose. This glucose is then absorbed into your bloodstream, where it becomes immediately available to be used as fuel by every cell in your body. It's especially critical for two key areas, your brain and your muscles. Your brain relies almost exclusively on a steady supply of glucose to function optimally, powering everything from focus and memory to problem solving. In the simplest terms, carbohydrates are your body's main source of fuel. Without an adequate supply, you'll quickly notice the effects. Your energy levels can plummet, leading to physical fatigue and a feeling of sluggishness. Mentally, you might experience brain fog, difficulty concentrating, or a general decline in cognitive performance. Whether you're an athlete pushing for a new personal best or simply navigating the demands of a busy workday, your performance, both physical and mental, depends on this essential fuel. In the world of nutrition, carbohydrates often get a bad rap, frequently labeled as the enemy of weight loss. But is this reputation truly deserved? Let's clear the air. Carbohydrates, or carbs for short, are one of the three main macronutrients your body needs to function, alongside protein and fat. Think of them as the premium fuel for your body's engine. They are not inherently bad. In fact, they are absolutely essential for your health and well-being. So, what exactly do they do? First and foremost, carbohydrates are your body's primary source of instant energy. When you eat carbs, your body breaks them down into glucose, which is then absorbed into your bloodstream. This glucose is the main fuel for your cells, tissues, and organs. Your brain, in particular, is a huge consumer of glucose, relying on a steady supply to maintain concentration, memory, and cognitive function. For anyone who leads an active lifestyle, carbs are non-negotiable. They improve workout performance by fueling your muscles, allowing you to train harder and longer. By keeping your energy stores topped up, they are also crucial in preventing the kind of deep fatigue and weakness that can derail your day. While low-carb diets might offer some short-term results, completely eliminating this vital macronutrient can have significant downsides. Without enough carbs, you might experience persistent low energy, making even simple tasks feel like a struggle. This can be accompanied by dizziness and a frustrating inability to focus, often described as brain fog. Your physical performance will also suffer, and you might even risk losing hard-earned muscle mass. This happens because when your body is starved of its preferred fuel, glucose, it starts breaking down muscle protein for energy, a process you want to avoid. So, it's clear that we need carbs. The real issue isn't the carbohydrate itself, but rather the quantity and the quality we choose. The problem arises from consuming an excess of carbs, particularly the wrong types. We're talking about highly processed, refined carbohydrates, like sugary drinks, white bread, and pastries, which can lead to energy crashes and weight gain. The key is to focus on balance and make smarter choices. Not all carbs are the same. Good carbs, complex carbs, oats, brown rice, whole wheat, roti, fruits, vegetables, potatoes. Bad carbs, refined carbs, sugar, white bread, cakes, biscuits, soft drinks, junk food. Good carbs provide slow, steady energy. Bad carbs spike sugar levels and increase fat storage. Now, let's talk about obesity. It's a complex issue, and carbohydrates are often unfairly blamed. The link between carbs and weight gain isn't about the carbs themselves, but the overall context. Carbs contribute to weight gain under specific conditions. First, when consistently eaten in excess. Your body has a limited storage tank for carbohydrate energy, called glycogen. When that tank is full, any extra carbs need to go somewhere. Second, when high carb intake is combined with a sedentary lifestyle. If you're not physically active, you're not burning off that energy, creating a surplus. And third, when they come from highly processed sources like sugary drinks and junk foods. These cause rapid blood sugar spikes and are easy to overeat, leading to a significant calorie surplus. So, what happens to that surplus? The body converts those excess carbohydrates into fat to be stored for later use. This is how a consistent pattern of overeating carbs leads to an increase in body fat. However, this doesn't mean you should fear carbs. When consumed in appropriate amounts, they are your body's best friend, supporting a healthy metabolism and fueling your brain and muscles. Adequate carbs also prevent your body from breaking down precious muscle tissue for energy. So let's be clear, carbohydrates, on their own, do not make you fat. Consistently overeating total calories from any source is what leads to weight gain. The key is balance, portion control, and choosing quality, whole food carbohydrate sources. Carb intake depends on your goal and activity level. General guideline: sedentary lifestyle, 2 to 3 grams per kilogram body weight. Active, gym, 3 or 5 grams per kilo. Weight loss, controlled carbs, not zero carbs. Example, if your weight is 70 kilo, your carb intake may range between 140 to 210 grams per day, depending on activity and goals. Smart carb control tips: eat carbs earlier in the day. Choose whole foods, not processed. Avoid sugary drinks. Balance carbs with protein and fiber. Control portion size. Carbs should support your lifestyle, not control it. Carbohydrates are not your enemy. They are essential, powerful, and necessary. When eaten correctly, if you want fat loss, don't fear carbs, learn to control them. Balanced diet plus consistency. Results. If this video helped you, like the video, subscribe for fitness and nutrition content, comment your questions below. See you in the next video.